Good night, namaste. We're going to read Book 1, Chapter 6, on the Preparation for War by Madhu Ketava. Om Bhagavatam Maha Koti Surya Samapurani Vekanam Kurvita Sarvakai Susharo Ekadantai Vimi Bhagavatundai Timtulatanti Pachoyat Om Gam Ganapati Om Gam Ganapati Om Gam Ganapati Nama Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guru Nama Yadi Sarva Bhuteshu Vidyara Vinma Samshta Namaste 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 Namo Namo Om Devi Paramam Seti Ram Sarvashoyat Om That's it. The Rishi said, O Saumya, just now you have spoken of the fight for 5,000 years in that great ocean between Bhagavan Sauri and Madhuketa. How was it that the two greatly powerful Danavas, invincible of the Devas, came to be born there? And why did Bhagavan Hari kill them? O highly intelligent one, kindly describe that kindly describe that greatly wonderful event. We all are extremely eager to hear it, and you are the great Pandit and speaker present before us. It is our good luck that we have come across you here. As the contact with the illiterate is very painful, so the contact with the literate is very happy, like nectar. The animals in this world live like illiterates. They eat, call for their nature, void urines and feces, and know wonderfully well the sexual intercourse. Only they want discriminative knowledge of right and wrong, of the real and unreal, and a knowledge of discrimination, leading to moksha or final liberation. This is the only point of difference. Therefore, the persons that have no liking to hear of Bhagavata and books like it are like beasts. There is no doubt in this. Behold, deer and some other animals can enjoy well the sense of hearing like men, and the serpents, though wanting in the organ of hearing, become charmed quite like men, as if tasting the pleasure of hearing sweet sounds. Verily, out of the 5 organs of perception, the organ of hearing and the organ of sight are benefiting, for the knowledge of things arises from hearing, and the heart is pleased by seeing. Therefore the Pandits divide in 3 classes the objects of hearing, as Sattvic, 1 Sattvic, 2 Rajasic, and 3 Tamasic. The Vedas and other Sastras are Sattvic. The literature, Sahitya, is the Rajasic, and war news and finding fault with others is Tamasic. The wise persons again subdivide the Sattvic in 3 subclasses: good, middling, and worst. That which gives moksha is good and excellent. That which gives heavens is middling, and that which gives this worldly pleasure is worst. In the same way, the literature, Sahitya, is of 3 kinds. That which describes the people to live with their legitimate wives is the best. Which describes about prostitutes is the middling. And that which makes people live with others' wives is the worst. The sayers of Sastras, the learned men, divide the subjects of the Tamasic hearing into 3 classes. That in which fight with the enemies is described as best, where the fight, as of the Pandavas, with the enemies out of hatred. Ill feeling and described is middling, and that where fighting is described without any cause is worst. Therefore, O highly intelligent one, hearing the Puranas is far superior to hearing other Sastras. for thereby sins are destroyed, intellect is increased, and punya, good merits, is sorted. So, O intelligent one, kindly describe to us the Puranas, fulfilling all the requirements of life that you heard before from the mouth of Krishna, Dvaipayana. Hearing these words of the rishis, Suta said, O highly fortunate ones, when you all are desirous to hear the Puranas and I am ready to tell them, then both of us are blessed on the surface of the earth. In days of yore, the time of Pralaya, universal dissolution, when the three lokas and the entire universe dissolved in water, when the Deva Janardana was lying asleep on the bed of Ananta, the thousand-headed serpent arose from the was of the air of the wax of the air of Bhagavan Vishnu. The two very powerful daityas, Madhu and Ketava, they grew in the waters of the ocean and played around in the waters and thus passed some of their time. Once on a time, when the two huge-bodied Danavas were playing with each other like two brothers, they thought that the general rule of the universe is that no effect takes place without a cause, and nothing can rest without the receptacle thereof. But we cannot understand what is our receptacle or who is resting on us. Whereon rests this pleasant expanse of wide ocean. Who was it that created this? How was this created? Why are we living here merged within the water? Who created us? And who are our father and mother? Nothing of these we knew. Thus, thinking, when they could not come to any conclusion, Ketava spoke to Madhu beside him within the waters. O brother, it seems to me the great immovable force that makes us rest in this water is the cause of all. This whole mass of water too, pervaded by the force, rests on that highest Devi must be the cause of us. When the two asuras merged in this thought, understood this, they heard in the air the beautiful Bhagavija, the seed mantra of Vak, the speech, the Devi Saraswati. They then began to pronounce repeatedly the Bhagavija mantra and practiced it with the great steadfastness. Next, they saw risen high up in the air the auspicious lightning and thought that certainly our mantra that we are repeating was made herself visible in the form of light, and thus we have seen certainly in the air the Saguna form with attributes of Saraswati, the goddess of speech. Thus thinking in their minds, they, without any food, with their minds controlled, constantly thought of that, with their whole mind collected on that, and repeating and meditating the mantra became one with that. Thus they passed 1,000 years in practicing that great tapas. When the highest Adya Shakti became pleased with them and seeing the two Danavas steadfast in the practice of tapas, tired, addressed them, invincible in the way of a celestial voice thus, O two Danavas, I am exceedingly pleased with your tapasya, so ask boon whatsoever you desire, I will grant it. Hearing then the celestial voice, thus the two Danavas said, O Devi, O Suvrati, grant us that we will die when we will. Hearing this, Vagdevi said, O two Danavas, certain by my grace you two will die, when you will, and you two brothers will be invincible of all the Suras and Asuras. There is no doubt in this. Suta said, when the Devi granted them this boon, the two Danavas, puffed up with pride, began to play with the aquatic animals in the ocean. O Brahmins, some day thus passed away when the two powerful Danavas saw the Brahma, the Prajapati, seated on the lotus of the navel of Hari. Doubt came on their minds, and they told him with a view to fight. O Suvrata, either fight with us or leave off thus lotus seed and go anywhere you like. If you be so weak, this auspicious lotus seat not fit for you. For this should be enjoyed by the heroes. So if you be coward, leave it quickly. Hearing these words of the Danavas, Prajapati engaged in the practice of tapasya, saw the two great powerful heroes and began to think anxiously what should be done now, and waited there. Thus ends the 6th chapter of the 1st skanda of the preparation for war by Madhuketapa in the Mahapurana Srimad Devi Bhagavatam by Maharishi Vedvyas. Om Jayanti Mangalakali Bhadrakali Pali Durga Kashmashi Padati Swaha Swatha Namastute. Om Tuya Mata Chapita Tuya Tuya Bandhu Shachas Tuya Vidyata Vinang Tuya Tuya Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Shanti Shanti.